Hello and welcome back to another episode of Pop Culture Reacts, and we are back in Japan. This time with Wanima, and
When you say
think-
Japan, do you hear, like I do, the voiceover from Street Fighter 2 saying Japan? Which I think
no,
was when they're
but
going
I
to E
will
Honda.
now.
It's what I always hear. It's what no matter who says it, and they don't even have to say it in the way that it's said in that. But whenever I hear it, automatically my head goes Japan, and then the bit of music afterwards plays. It does.
So yes, Wanima, Japanese pop punk. Obviously, we have dabbled in lots of Japanese bands, so another one for you to have a listen
To the most part as well, we've enjoyed, I think, every Japanese band we've listened to so far, haven't we? Which, to a large part is going to be down to the fact that when people recommend stuff, they probably tend to recommend the best stuff or stuff that has a high chance. But we've got a really good batting average so far.
Yes. So, shall we see what Signal brings us?
Yes, let's do this.
さあ行くよせーのバッテン荒川博信ますよろしく 不確かなまま始まる今日は変わらないいつものありかだって鏡の前また苦笑い時は流れ空の下でわからないことばかりまたいつか未完成で言い方並べて Oh yeah 僕は君を君の日々をどのくらいこのくらい言葉で言えるんだろう孤独な日々を底ついた希望もどのくらいこのくらい僕は知ってるんだろう弱音や愚痴吐いて未熟でも挑戦 Hey 笑ってみてろよくだらないってため息数えてほんの一瞬かすめた不安をかき消すぐらいのカラスサイン見逃さぬように不確かなまま始まる今日は変わらないいつものあり顔洗って鏡の前ま
Can't beat a video that starts off with someone stacking it slapstick comedy style at the beginning, can you?
Exactly. Planting himself, and I wish every time I stacked it, I ended up on a desert island somewhere.
Yeah, but you'd be on a desert island somewhere with a man in a bear suit chasing you, so it's not all roses, is it?
Be more fun than waking up on the floor in pain.
Probably right. Yeah, probably right. Also, I don't picture you as a someone who'd want to sit out in the sun endlessly. So a desert island probably isn't the place for you.
Yeah, fair point. I was thinking more being away from work
Yeah, you might
and
have to
normal
shed some of
people.
that hair on an island like that. I know, that's what I'm saying. You got to think about everything. Although I guess because it's in your unconscious dream world, you might be hairless anyway at that point, living a
Or
different life.
it's a nice mild, like under 15 degrees, so it's not too hot,
I don't
and
think
it
that's
be
that's a desert island at that point. I think that's an island off the coast of this country. That's Jersey, mate.
ah.
You have to go round there and not pay tax, but avoid the murderer that Bergerac didn't catch. And for anyone who is tuned in because they're a fan of the band Wanima and are going, what the hell are this lot talking about? Because I presume a lot of the fan base may well be Japanese in origin. We're referring to a load of random British crap, old TV things and stuff like that.
But instead of terrible 80s TV,
The
what
Bergerac
do you
wasn't
think?
terrible. It wasn't
It
good,
wasn't
don't get me
good.
wrong, but it wasn't terrible. It wasn't terrible. It was a perfectly acceptable crime drama, light entertainment.
So, Japanese pop punk.
How you talk about it? I've talked enough
I
about Bergerac.
I like this. In a
I thought you would,
surprise to
yeah.
no one. Just happy, bouncy pop punk, and it lyrically, I'm not sure what they were really sort of going with. It was a bit wishy washy in sort of what the lyrical tone is, but it sounds fun. It sounds really cool in Japanese with that music, and I could see myself bouncing around a lot to it, and
Slipping
I would
over,
definitely
banging your
slipping
head.
over
Yeah,
and landing on my
yeah,
island.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah, no, it's the sort of thing that's catnip to me. We know the sort of things that I like, and this is right in there. Bouncy little pop punk stuff is bread and butter for me.
Mm. It is, isn't it? It really is. Um, I didn't hate it. How about that
which
as
is
a
a one
starting
up.
off
Which is a
point?
one up
Yeah,
for pop punk for
for
you.
some. Um, uh, I don't know, like, and then that's not very big praise. Don't get me wrong, but I certainly didn't hate it. Like I know that. I I'm not entirely sure. I think I have some mixed feelings after that, and mixed feelings that may come down in a more positive light latterly, or more negative light latterly. I guess musically, I could interchange that for everything that we've ever covered that's pop punk. I think that's really where a lot of my problem stems from, is going, I don't fundamentally see the difference between that and everything else that everyone else is doing. And of course, I can't have a pop punk song or a new metal song without putting in my obligatory, at least it got something for when they get the band back together from Road Trip and Euro Trip to do Tokyo Trip, because this is that with a Japanese lilt to it. However, the thing that makes me quite like confused about it is there were parts of the vocal that I really liked. Generally around the chorus, I really liked the vocal delivery. like you, I didn't really take much of the lyrics in. Video was quite distracting, so I wasn't taking a lot of lyrics in. But yeah, there were some elements of the vocal, and I don't know whether it was his style of singing or whether it was hearing Japanese words over the music, making it maybe a bit more intrinsically interesting for me because I hadn't heard
Mm.
that before. Whereas, like, you put, and I know you hate it when I say this, but like, it's the best cultural reference over this. You put Busted singing over the top of this, I'm probably not interested. Although the music is the music that Busted would do, but I don't. Yeah, it interested me from that token, but slightly because I do like have an absolute fear that that's the only thing I'll like about it going forward, and like them as a band, the only thing that potentially I'd like going forward is if the singer's voice rather than the lyrics continues to
Mm.
interest me. But yeah, like cookie cutter, like just it's the same. It's the same as we get every time anything like this gets on the channel. Like, and if you like that thing, that's great. But in the same token as, and I joked in a previous video about how I eat chips every day, and that's not too far away from the truth. But I don't really like my entertainment stuff to be the same over and over and over and over and over and over again. I want it to excite me, and hearing the same thing over again, I think I might as well just hear the first song. I might as well just listen to the first song I ever heard like it over and over again if it's going to be too much like that.
See, thing is, I couldn't listen to pop punk all day, like just have a whole day of just listening to pop punk. But I get what you're saying, that it all sort of sits in a very similar
Yeah, there really isn't a well.
lane.
Sorry, I was gonna say there isn't really much variation in what we've listened to. There isn't. Like, I'm sure, like in every genre, there is going to be probably like that one or two band that may well resonate with me, or may well try to take the tropes that all genres have and do something different and interesting with it. Unfortunately, my experience of what we've done on here, and these included, is no, it does just seem to be the one where people go, well, that's the formula, lads. Let's go, or lasses, in the case of bands like Bomb Pops, where you go, let's just do the same thing that everyone else is doing. And I don't know, like, even if it was something I liked, I wouldn't. I would get very tired of it very, very quickly, and I probably every band that sounded similar that come after, I would like less and less and less because it is just aping what has come before.
Whereas, as I said, catnip to me for just enjoying it. But it's that thing of like I couldn't do a whole day, but you go to a festival and there's a couple of pop punk bands on the day. I'm
I'd be like,
probably seeing
now's the time to join the bog queue.
So,
But didn't hate it. I want to clarify that. Like, it is of our pop punky ones, I think this is probably my favourite so far. But that's not much praise.
so down there, let us know what you thought of Wanima. Also, other pop punk things we can try and break said and see if there's anything that
And I mean,
like.
I plead for anyone out there who's a pop punk fan, and you are going to recommend something. Try and recommend something at least with like some more sort of difference in it. Because if Lacey has his way, he'll just keep playing me the same song over and over again.
As always, YouTube things, like, subscribe, and ring off the bell. And until next time, sayonara.